All right, so we're gonna work on our very first moving leash walking exercise, and it's the one that's the most boring, and it's the one that ultimately it makes the most sense and what everybody wants, but it's gonna be the most boring, and it might even be the hardest and a little bit frustrating. But we can help our dogs do a couple of really great things here. I like to think of this exercise, we're gonna work on find the spot and then eventually stay in the spot when we are walking on a leash. And by finding the spot, I mean I'd like my dog to walk kind of right here next to me on a loose leash. And they can sniff a little bit, they can walk a little forward, a little back, but I would like them to keep the leash loose and kind of pay attention to where I go. Think of this exercise as kind of like what you have to start with when you want to work on a 5-minute sit-stay. In order to be able to teach your dog that they need to stay in that position, you first have to teach them the sit component. So instead of starting off saying, I want to go on a walk with my dog, I want to teach you to come find the space right next to me so you know that I like that. I will start any of these initial exercises, actually I pretty much start any exercise with getting my dog's attention and being like, by rewarding something that I like that they're doing in the moment. If I kind of have to stand on the leash or manage the leash, I am going to wait until they offer me a nice behavior rather than yelling, watch me, pay attention to me, look at me, come, do anything like that. I might just limit their access and be like, oh look, all of a sudden the leash is loose and your 4 feet are on the floor and you're being so quiet. That's fantastic. So now I have my dog's attention without having them learning to blow me off, ignore me calling their name, or doing anything like that. And I got to capture lots of great behavior. You're quiet, the leash is loose. Feet are on the floor, and there's one other, oh, you're orienting towards me. That's fantastic. When you have their attention, I want you to go ahead and take 1, 2, 3 steps backwards. When they are back behind you, you're gonna click and treat that moment. You can flip right around, kind of start rewarding that same nice kind of like, oh, thanks for paying attention to me. I really appreciate the loose leash. Take 3 steps backwards. You kind of use your hand and your foot back here to get them past you. And when they're back past you, you mark that moment and they get a treat. Okay, so I really like that she's quiet and she's paying attention to me. That's fantastic. You're such a good girl. 1, 2, she's moving with me, back past me. I mark that moment, okay? Now there are 2 parts to this exercise. You want to raise your criteria. So this time, as I make sure I've got her attention by reinforcing some behaviors that I like, that's great. I really love these things that you're just offering. That's fantastic. This is called capturing. This time when I move back, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to get her back past me, but instead of clicking here, I step forward and I mark the moment she's right next to me. And we're all in a straight line. If you go right down my fancy leg, treats, dog, loose leash, everything was right here, I marked that moment and gave her a treat. Let's do this again. You're so good. Look at you paying attention to me. It's just, you are totally in thinking mode. That's what that nice straight tail tells me from you. I know you like to work. Nice job. If you are struggling with this a little bit, you can use the treat in your hand right now. 1, 2, 3, back. Feet come back together. Dog is here. All of our feet are lined up together. I click and treat that moment. If the treat's in your hand when you do that, that's okay. But I want you guys to think about getting that treat out of the hand is the mark of your success this week. So, oh, capture some nice behavior. Love where those feet are. Love that you're looking at me. You're looking at the tree bag, whatever, I don't care. You're so quiet. That's awesome. Take my 3 steps back. The hand and foot movement works her back this way, but all of our feet are now together before I click and I treat. This is finding the spot. This is where ultimately I like her to walk. She doesn't have to be right next to me, touching me with her head up, staring at me all the time. I just want to tell her that I really like it when she's on the leash and we're gonna set out for a walk. I really like this position to start off with. All done. Yay, good job. Don't forget to tell them when you're done working on your exercises, use an all done cue or go play. Spend some time petting them. playing with them, give them a break, let them go sniff something if that's what they want to do. But really separate your training session with a nice ending cue that says, you may now be a dog. I am not expecting you to do this behavior for 20 more minutes. Just right. It will be better when we come back to work next time, won't it, kid?